Welcome back to Worldwide Giant Growers Video 4, Bubba's Secret Garden. We want to talk to you today about our plants. I've got a plant started. It's June 1st. We're in the Kin Cave. First, if you're new to my videos, this is the Kin Cave 1, Bubba's Kin Cave. And this is a screen on here. It's a screen, not a plastic. Keeps the insects out, prevents hail damage, wind damage, takes away 20% of the sun, which harms the plants. You only need 50% of the sun to have 100% plant production. Now, Luton.com or lutonshading.com supplies me with my screen, and they also sponsor some of our classes. Check out their website. They have all kinds of shade barriers, insect barriers, great products. But today I want to talk to you about some of these great pumpkin plants. I have right here the 2009 Wallace. This is one of the seeds that sells for $300 to $400 a seed. It grew last year's world record out in Napa, California. We've had some bad cold weather here. It's just got warm in the last week. And this plant's looking good. It's looking real nice. I'm using the Sensi Grow here. I want to talk to you a little bit about the advanced nutrients products I'm using. This is Sensi Grow, Part A, Part B, and we're going to raffle 2 of these off today. One lucky member is going to win. Before the video is over, I'm going to pull a number, and one lucky member is going to win a set of these bottles. I'll ship them to you. But if you look at the beautiful green on these plants, with Mike, I have Mike use the Bubba zoom lens. We're going to higher tech now. What the Bubba zoom lens is, you step 5 steps forward. We find that works a lot better than a blurry zoom lens button on the camera. But anyway, look at that beautiful, healthy green leaf. And we talk about the main vine. You guys that are new, here's the main vine. I've got this one directed, growing due north. And here's your secondary vines growing off the side. And as this is growing, I will be burying these vines. You can see I partially started burying some of those. This is a young plant. I like to give them a chance to get started. And over here is the 1317 Clement. I got Mike jumping all around. And I'm going to show you a better, more developed leaf here. This plant's about 6 feet long. And you see right here's one of the secondaries. This secondary here, this vine, I'm going to direct this vine to go under this plank. And as it grows, can you get this right here, Mike? Can you see this little nub? This little nub coming off this secondary, that's a tertiary. That tertiary, we pinch those off as soon as they appear. All right? And we toss them aside. We have another one over there. See that long vine? I'm going to have to get over. Here's a couple secondaries growing over here. I'm going to have to get out and pinch them off. As you see, we walk on planks in here. That's all I do out there, the 2 planks. I do not walk on my soil. These roots, we're using the root mass expanders, piranha, tarantula, and these roots are going to grow like crazy. One thing I talk about, trickle feeding the plants. I like to trickle feeding. Speak of trickling, did I tell you that there was a Bigfoot sighting in town last week? The whole town was in hysterics. Well, it turns out it was a false alarm. It was just me, Bubba. I was shaking the dew off my lily out behind the barn. The whole town was hysterical. You should have seen them. The Historical Society was hysterical. The judge told me I got to start peeing in the house. Anyways, oh well, let's get back to the plants. We're doing the trickle feeding the plants. Using Sensi Grow A and B. Using B52, Ancient Earth. Those are the big ones, along with the root mass expanders. The root mass expanders are not fertilizers. They are not. Let that be understood to you. The rest of these are fertilizers. That's why these plants are so beautiful. I'm doing the trickle feed. We do it little by little. Most of us growers have our soils pretty much jacked up with lots of calcium. We do soil tests. We know exactly where we're at. Our boron, everything's just, we're hoping, if we're not where we want to be, we're working on getting it there. Well, my theory here is with the trickle feed is, let's say your soil is giving your plant 75 or 80% of what it needs. Well, these fertilizers are chelated. these chelated fertilizers, that means it's available to the plant immediately. It can use it now. So that little bit that you're missing, maybe you're getting 75 or 80%. This will help fill in that other 10, 15, maybe 20% for you. That'll put you on top. You'll be on top of your game, like as Chris Kent was last year, growing that 350-pound watermelon in the Smoky Mountain. So anyways, with that being said, we're looking good here. I got my drip tape irrigation out today, which I will be using the liquid piranha and tarantula and voodoo juice and running it through this drip tape irrigation. I got her tilled nice and heavy. I want to talk about that too, about tilling. I went to a few seminars this past winter, and they talked about only till once, only till twice. Well, I couldn't do it. Bubba couldn't do it, man. I tilled this about 5 times. I've got to have loose soil for the root mass expanders to work. They say over-tilling kills microbes. Well, we're putting the microbes back in. But I've got 6 inches of beautiful fluffy soil out here, and these roots are going to love it. They're going to just cruise right along in it. But anyways, let's see what we're talking about here today. I wanted to touch on a few things, got to help the growers out. Oh, one of the big things I see happening on the growers' diaries on bigpumpkins.com, I see people tilling right up within 5 feet of their stump, and I think there's something that needs to be shared for some of the new growers, is do not rototill up within 5 feet of your stump. If your vine is out 5 to 7 feet, so are your roots in every single direction. So as that plant grows, let's say your vine's 8 feet out, that tiller should not be within 9 or 10 feet of that stump in every single direction around the plant, not just straight forward. The roots aren't just following that vine. The roots are going in every single direction. And that's why Bubba's planted here in the center of the kin cave, because I want the full radius. I don't want to back my plants up to some nasty lawn that's not amended with nutrients. So to get the biggest bang, keep that tiller back. You're chopping up your roots, folks. Another thing I was telling, people were telling me, Bubba, you're old school, man. You got to get with the times. Get with the times. They're telling me you need to get a Bluetooth. And I'm like, Bluetooth? What do I need a Bluetooth for? I got a lovely green one right here. Been using it for 25 years. Ain't had no problem. So with that being said, what else do we want to talk about, Mike? I think, you know what? Maybe we can do the drawing now. Let's do the drawing. I want to have Mike pick a number between 1 and 140. And then I'm going to pick a member to win a set of these Sensi Grows. And I'll mail them out tomorrow. All right, give me a number, Mike.
81.
Number 81. All right. I'll go through this confidential list here. Bubba's book. This is Bubba's membership list. Jim Stowicki is member 81. And I know Jim, I believe he's from Pennsylvania. Jim Stowicki, you have won a set of Sensi Grows. Now, if you guys go on, if you like my video, if you're not a member of the WWGG, WorldwideGiantGrowers.com, if you're not a member, we close today. The contest entry closes today, June 1st. You'll have to join up next year. But we're having a lot of great fun. We're having contest prize money. Go to WorldwideGiantGrowers.com. Check us out. We're growing big kins. We're having fun, man. So we'll talk to you in 2.5 weeks. We're going to be back here to pollinate these plants. These plants will probably go from this plant, the 1317 Clements is 6 feet long. I'm going to guess that we'll be pollinating a pumpkin on this plant by about June 18th. And this plant will be 14 to 16 feet long. It's going to grow 6 to 10 inches a day from here on out. So, with that being said, remember, shh, go tell a friend, but keep it a secret. Bubba's Secret Garden, video 5 in 2.5 weeks. Talk to you then.